Ah,
Really?
perfect na. Hi guys, we're
Hi,
so sorry for
everyone.
for the technical difficulties we have just encountered, but we're trying to resolve the issue, and so please stand by and share the link to your classmates, to your friends, and to the rest of our Town Hall Talk family. Ready na unta mi, seconds lang, pero we encountered technical difficulties, di ba, Joy?
Yes, but nevertheless, the show must go on, and we're very hoping that all of you will watch and will witness this episode. No, you shouldn't miss every single moment with this one, most especially that we have prepared surprises for all of you, and later on, you'll witness and you'll know what it is all about.
Exactly. And sa pagkakaroon, we are trying to share the link of this live to everyone na pwede maka-reach out. And please, do leave a comment, guys. Thank you. Keep on sharing, guys. And we will be reading your comments. We will be reading virtually. We will be interacting with you. Ayaw mo kauwaw to leave a comment because we are willing to read all your comments as much as possible sa makaya namo, and we are going to respond to you based sa mabasa namo ng mga comments virtually.
And of course, we will really be glad to read all of your comments and your interactions with all of us as one way also of um what do we call that? Sharing or expressing the joy and the vibes right here. So please don't hesitate to comment below, and of course we will flag that later on as we go along in our episode for today.
Yes, and we have prepared so many things for today. One of those is natay 10 winners, di ba,
Yeah,
Carl, for the
winners.
raffle. And we will be hearing as well from our very own guidance counselor.
Yes, and of course, later on, we will read to you the mechanics or the guidelines as to how you are going to receive or to win our 50 pesos worth of load nga paraffle. No, this is a very great help na, most especially now that we are having an online class. And of course, Carl will give a short reminder for all of you with regards to our raffle.
So guys, just stick around lang yun kay later on we will be announcing or contacting the persons, the 10 persons nga modaog sa ato ang raffle nga ang madag-an kay 50 pesos worth of mobile load. So guys, ayaw mo gawala ha, ayaw mo og undang tan-aw, just keep on watching, then invite your friends or mga kailan ninyo gusto na ganang taga outside sa Crystal E. Basta kay um mo encourage ang gid mi ninyo nga stick around and just watch our show, and also bantayin yung mga mobile phones or laptops kay anytime, maybe later or tomorrow, kay mo message lang ang isa na mo sa mga lucky winners, and then ato na mag-transaction na to kung saan na to ang paghatag sa 50 pesos nga mobile load.
Yes, and before we officially start, it is very sudden na wala pa ta ka-survive sa pandemic. We were hit last week by Typhoon Rolly. Ang atong mga kaigsuunan sa Luzon na igo sa Typhoon Rolly. Wala pa in taon sila kabarog na igo na punta karon sa Typhoon Ulysses. And makita nato sa mga news feed, both internet, sa TV, o sa radio, madunggan nato ang kahimtang nila sa pagkakaroon. Manghinaot mi, ang Town Hall Talk family would like to ask sa inyong tanan o bisag gamay na pag-ampo para sa ilahan na unta makalingkawa sila sa aning kalisod natong giagian sa pagkakaron, dili lalim, kabalo ko kamuspod nakasulay na og musugat og bagyo, dili lalim na padong ta Pasko, and then ingani ang sitwasyon na ilahang nasugatan, di ba, Joy and Carl?
Yes, very well said, Sir Franz. No, it is very painful to see all of those posts na para sa ato ang murag we are very helpless. What tay matabang, no, but our prayers are greatest nga ato ang mahatag as of these moments.
And we would like to thank all the local governments from different places in Luzon and different places in the Visayas na nag-send og tabang para sa mga naigo sa Typhoon Rolly. We are very proud to see our different electric cooperatives na nagpadala sa ilahang mga tabang para ma-install balik ang mga kuryente dito sa Albay. At this time also, I hope standby lang po ang atong tabang na maihatag sa ilaha. And we are very happy sa atong mga mamumuno sa National Risk Reduction Management sa inyohang 24 hours kabalo mi wala pa mo'y tulog ang mga taga DSWD, the Philippine National Police, the Philippine Army, the Philippine Coast Guard na in town, ang mga barangay officials, of course, sa mga...
Yes, and even the Philippine Red Cross, sir, they are also functioning right now, and all the non-government organizations, no, even them, they are also extending help in one way or another nga magkahiusa ta karon mga panahon na.
As of this time, we are having 17 live audience. I hope so madungagan pa ni nato. Again, ang atong pag-ampo para sa ilaha dili nato makalimtan sa atong mga kaigsuonan nga naigo karon sa nagsulod pa jud na bagyo, Typhoon Rolly and Typhoon Ulysses. And I hope so kung natay maitabang para sa ilaha dili ta magduha-duha og hatag og tabang sa aning mga naapektuhan. Ingon pa, mas maayo na kita ang muhatag kaysa kita ang hatagan,
Yes.
di ba?
Yes, sir.
And of course, mo take opportunity pod mi para maghatag og pasalamat sa mga lig-on namo na mga supporters diha, virtual supporters who keep on sharing sa mga post namo for the second episode. I would like to mention especially Billy, Jaime, Chloa. Thank you so much. Consistent kay ka every time na nag-post mi sa among poster sa event, i-share jud nimo.
And we'd also like to thank Miss Princess Rolida Pampilon.
Aside from that, I would also like to thank my elementary classmate way back. We have Miss Miraflor Bambi. Daghang kayong salamat, Mai.
And of course, pinakaligon nato na officer po sa business department. Wala pa 5 seconds from the time na post ang atong poster, Jake Clinesta. Thank you so much, Jake.
Yes, siguro kini si Mr. Jake, our governor of the HM and TM, no? Wala dyan siya pamilok sa yung online class because every now and then, very updated even sa ato ang mga posts sa ato ang with regards sa ato ang Townhall Talk. Thank you so much, Kuya Jikoy.
Yes, very true. And we'd also like to thank Miss Cecil Concepcion Cabalag.
Daghang kayong salamat. And of course, we also have one of my great friend. Yes, very active. Also, we have Miss Queenie May Parga. Daghang salamat, Queenie.
Thank you so much, Queenie. And of course, Michelle Milana. Ma-observe po na ako na si Michelle dili jud siya kalimot in whatever time na mag-post with regards to the second episode, mabuntag man o magabi, di jud siya makalimot og share sa ato ang announcement. Michelle Milana, thank you so much.
Yes, ato ang songbird, si Michelle.
Then kani gyud, for sure, dili gini siya masipyat og share or react sa atong mga virtual posters. Kay kani siya, murag number 1 gid ni siya nga fan ako. Number 0 pag yun. Nauna man. So thank you also po ni Miss Jonalinda Budyongan.
Yes, kini si Jonah Linda, no? Grabe na jud ang long lost member sa F4. Oo. Laban lang jud ta, no? We also have Miss Angelica Cadiz Tormes, our relationship goals kasi na ni Billy Jaime Cloma. Daghang kayong salamat.
Therese Domos, thank you so much for sharing, reacting, and liking in our post.
Then kini sad mo ni siya ang isa sa mga best sa akong number 1 nga fan na si Jonalinda. No other than Best Christine Estrera.
Wow, oy. Unsa man ni friendship goals, ano? Kara relationship and friendship goals. Daghang kayong salamat mga best sa inyong pagsuporta sa amua. We also have, ladies and gents, Miss Mylene Caranzo. Daghang kayong salamat, Mai.
And J.Ann Kitong. She was my former student many semesters ago, pero padayon lang yapon ng iyang pagsuporta. Thank you so much, J.Ann.
And kani sad, classmates sa ako last year, first semester. Thank you so much, Miss Michelle Lorejo.
How about we would also like to thank one of also talented student from BSBA, ato ang Songbird Sad, Miss Jessa May Fuego. Hi, Jess!
Hi, Jess! And of course, si Jeremy Monzolin. Thank you so much. And na-appreciate na ako yung mong information number last first episode na mo.
Yes, very dangerous sa kaayo ni si Jeremy Monzolin, no?
And also, kaning sunod kay mga best friend or kasquad ni Michelle Lorejo and Miss Jeremy Monzolin. Thank you po, Miss Ella May Bungay.
Thank you,
Wow.
Ella.
Mao jud ni gyud friendship goals, no? Sabay-sabay
Sana
tayong
all
graduate gyud aning style. Kay ba sino uy, updates or kinay ni post dapat i-share nato ka additional points.
Correct.
Charla.
Walang may iwan, sabay-sabay.
Thank you so much, About. We would also like to thank to Ate Caroline Bersabal. Daghang kayong salamat, eh.
Yes, thank you so much, Caroline. And I would like also to thank, of course, friendship ni Nimo, Ariel Ace Yesan, for being consistent in supporting our post,
Yes,
reacting and
gibayaran
sharing.
dyan ako na si Ace. Tag 100 ang adlaw
Ala,
para ma-share
sana
na
ako
dyan ni
din.
Ace.
Bayaran po dapat po ninyo. And of course, dili gid ako kalimtan ang mga co-hobbyist nako sa fish keeping. No other than Mr. Irvin Horcasitas.
Thank you, Erwin.
Next on the list, we have our ever active and dynamic Vice Governor for the HM and TM, Miss Wilma Grace Gallen, the one who delivered the spoken poetry last time.
Yeah, I remember.
Thank
That was a
you.
very good spoken poetry. And of course, let's not forget Miss Ivy K. Casuejo. Thank you so much, Ivy, for the support.
And also, I would like to say thank you to my co-peer facilitator and best friend pod ni Ate Josie, Miss Joneline Recitas.
Yes, to my loves. Hi, Jundeline. I miss you. And to my other friends over there, Char. Itlag, Judita, na. Dagan kayong salamat. And we also have one of the finest students sa DSBA sa atong department. Our pride, Ken Francis Maglantay.
Yes, and in fact, si Ken ang the person behind sa poster natong gi-post last few weeks ago na unta dapat atong schedule to be on live pero na reschedule ta, pero ang poster si Ken jud to, the person behind that one. And of course, one of the faculty member, the very supportive kay nato, Ma'am Amy Dalura. Thank you so much, Ma'am. Always jud ka mo share sa among mga post.
Yes, si Ma'am Amy. And of course, the rest of the faculty members, dagan kayong salamat ninyo, nila Ma'am Weng, nila Ma'am Jovi, spearheaded ni Ma'am Jovi, no? Next, Carl.
And dili jud magpalupig ang akong mga kudugo. No other than Miss Christine Estoquia.
No doubt, dyan, no, nga, kanang mga bloodline ni Carl, kay mga active dyan, no? Mao na mga future leaders sa municipality of Panglao. Abang-abang taan na, ha? How about, I would also like to thank one of my great classmates way back then, Kuya Aldern Espedido. Hi, I miss you. Kumusta naman, no? Thank you so much.
And usa ka pod sa pinakagwapo na BSBA student nato diha, Dave Lusterio. Thank you so much for being supportive.
Yes,
And-
good day.
Of course, last but not the very least, thank you so much to Miss Elaine Jane Oncog.
And nasugdan nato paghatag og pasalamat sa faculty sa Business and Hospitality Department. Usbon na ako balik. Thank you so much for being always behind us. The Dean of the Business and Hospitality Management Department, Ma'am Juvie G. Martin. Thank you so much. And you are actually, you send a message now. Just right now, nabasa na ko ang imuhang good luck. And thank you, Ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, thank you
Thank you,
so
ma'am.
much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ang
And
iba
waiting for
picture.
the treat, ma'am.
Mm.
Char.
Ma'am Weng, Ma'am Rowena Lapis, thank you so much for the support.
Ma'am Irene Bongay.
And of course, nag-excuse na ko sa quiz for this afternoon, no other than Mr. Melvin Salinasal.
And to the rest of the faculty, staff, and teachers of Crystal Lake College, and of course to our very own department, Business and Hospitality Management Department. Daghan kayong salamat in one way or another for showing your support and love for all of us.
And Joy and Carl, don't you know na nagtanaw pod nato ang mga taga-lain-laing department. Hello diha sa mga taga-maritime department because they are
Yes.
expecting their student also part of this. taga Criminology Department.
Yes, we also have from Computer Studies Department.
And we also have from the senior high school department.
Di magpalupig ang mga senior high.
Yes, and we have from, aside from we will having the Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation, we also have from Bachelor of Science in Marine Engineering, and of course, from the Liberal Arts and Education.
Since nag-mention naman ta ning klase-klase na department, kabalo ko na kauman pa lang sa inyong examination,
Yeah.
kumusta inyong semifinals?
Carl, would you like to start it on?
Well, so far sa akong na-take na test kay medyo okay ra sad kay karon nga first batch or first term kay 3 subjects raman. Pero ang ako jung murag kapungtan gahapon jud nga test PE. Then basketball pa gyud. Napungot ko sa akong self kay ano masipyat pagid ko no. Out of 40, pila to kabuk ang wrong kay boy murag kumpiyansa ra kay ko ba nga tigduwa daw kog basketball so full of knowledge about that sport. Pero na jud toy tricky nga question la murag nawa jud ko sa kalibutan to nga question kay it is the semicircle part daw nga nasa basketball court. So ginuhuna daghan mo kag semicircle sa basketball court ay natong tapit sa baseline natong pwede po kitong free throw line nga ma-consider ang semicircle. But then common sense ra gyud unta kay ang pinakadako nga semicircle sa basketball court kay ang 3-point line and adto ba ko na sa iyo. And also once again salamat kayo ni Sir Melvin kay na-excuse ko sa among quiz karong 2:30 then basig unya na ako mag-take sa quiz sir and I hope nga easy ra siya. So how about you Joy? Kamusta man imong experience inyong semifinal exam nga gabi kay mura magag di jo gabi ganing kadlawon pag itong chat ta.
Well, before I answer that question, Carlo, feeling na ko perfect medyo ni Sir Melvin imong quiz. Consider na daw ko no kadaya, no? Oo. Dili man kay medyo makarelate sa basketball, but we makarelate yun sa feeling. Makarelate jud ko sa feeling nga na daghang mga tricky questions and even instructions sa giingon pa sa post ni Ma'am Weng, ni Ma'am Rowena Lapis, no? Nga halata ra kay mga students nga mag-send right away og mga answers sa mga friends kay wa kay ba nga gi-reshuffle di ay ito. So bantay-bantay tanong kay basi gatuot nga nasayop si Google Form pero pag anda dito reshuffling di ay. So mo to be careful with the instructions pag mayon og caps lock tanan or big letters or capital letters tanan no ya imuha day kay you started with small letters ba na so automatic sayop na jud to. And overall dili kaayo stressful ang akong semifinals although maabdan jud ko kadlawon mahuman og answer kay usa pa mo gana akong utok og gabi na no na jud tay maingana ba nga ini kagabi na jud ta manggawas ang ato ang mga
Brilliant
ideas.
minds.
Oh, wow, brilliant minds mao to sa brilliant minds no. Oo, so mo to nahurot ako ang vocabulary words sa Tagalog. But thank you to Justin and Junilyn for helping me out. Mo na sila ako ang mga Google Translator. Oo, sila no. Daghan kayong salamat and I would like to take this opportunity to thank the people behind the new setup of this online learning nga gitunga ang atong subjects wherein karon we will be able to focus on the subjects kay for example, out of 7, 3 na lang ang ako ang subjects karon so mas na-focus and mas na-less ang burden. Daghan kayong salamat.
And for that, I would like we would like, by the way, to thank and of course to say and to have our regards to the Vice President for Academics, who's the person behind this new arrangement, Miss Joselle Tirol. Hi, and thank you so much for sa gingon kaganihan ni Josie. Na nakafocus na sila karon tungod kay gibahin naman ang ilahang mga subject. And to formally start, Carl?
So to formally start the second episode of Townhall Talk, may I request everyone, and for a better audio and undivided attention, we encourage you to wear earphones or headset for the entire duration of our virtual activity.
Yes, that's right. Because along the way, usahay maka-encounter me of technical difficulties and then the audio is the first thing na maapektuhan. So, manghangyo lang ninyong tanan na mag-wear mo og headset. Yes. Ay, one game na. Ito na kasi ah. So, tungod kay live lagi ni so, mahangin namin sa mga technical person behind the stage. Ati Ivan, ready na mi? And I think we're good to go. Um, We have 30 live.
where they can express themselves, the voices that deserves to be heard. We exist because we wanted to serve as the voice for the students, where they can express themselves, the voices that deserves to be heard. Students should be made feel that they matter and are included. The students' voices enables them to be part of the solution rather than to be part of the problem. They gain a sense of belongingness with their increased attachment and positive relationships with peers, teachers, school, and even the broader community.
We exist to be the avenue where one can showcase talents, skills, and abilities of students and our dearest teachers. It doesn't mean that since we are separated from each other, we will also stop promoting our potentials. Our gifts, or rather our God given talents, are purposely created not just for ourselves, but for us to help those around us. These are given to be shared with others. Just imagine the world if no one shared a talent. There would be no sense of delight if we only serve ourselves. Sharing our talents with other people can create a long lasting fulfillment.
We exist because we wanted to break the barrier of communication. Now that we are forced to continue learning from our home, communication is important. This online classes setup requires teamwork, but teamwork will only work once we open all avenues of communication. We exist because we wanted to talk on things that matters. Topics of every episode are carefully selected to what matters to our students, to what matters this time.
There you have it, ladies and gents, and that was our pre-recorded introduction for today's second episode, which is we are going to answer the topic: Are we learning or are we just passing requirements? At this juncture, let's move forward by listening to one of the active, dynamic, and the ever friendly staff, the guidance counselor of Crystal College. Friends, help me welcome Ma'am Mirjane L. Casigres.
Hello, maayong hapon or sa bang adlawan ni nga inyong madungog ang ako ang pag-share mahitungod sa atong guidance and testing services. Students, we miss you so much. I know nga excited sad mo nga mobalik dinhi sa atong campus, no? But sad to say, we cannot do it due to the problem of the pandemic. But despite of, just enjoy your learning. Enjoy your modules. Ayaw mo kaguol. Kay at least no wala na stop ang inyong schooling. I would like to say thank you to Sir Franz for making this activity possible. Actually, I didn't expect nga naa sila ingon ani. And I appreciate so much sa inyong effort na makatabang ni sa AMUA, especially sa Guidance and Testing Office, for uh, letting you know na nag-exist ang atong online Guidance and Testing Office. By the way, I am Ma'am Jean Caceres, the Guidance Counselor of Crystal College. I have also here, pero nauli na siya, si Ma'am Pinky, ang Guidance Counselor sa ato ang mga scholars. Hinumdumi, nga naarami kanunay, naarami din sa among office, no? Unya, gusto ming mutabang ninyo. So, dili ko magdugay, I will tell you unsa may among matabang ninyo. Number one, Take note nga still ang atong online counseling is open to all. Naatay gitawag ni individual counseling. So, kung na kay problema, if you have any concern, it could be personal, it could be academic, or any problem na murag dili na nimo kayang i-take, so naglisod ka, our counselors are available for you. We have also group counseling. When we say group counseling, this is a counseling session wherein group of students which has the same problem and concern. So ato na siyang hatagan o pagtagan. Let's say 2 or 3 students, no? Especially kamo na to nga online. Sa face-to-face, mo cater mi og 10 students. Pero kay online man ta, so naami gihatag nga limit nga maka-accommodate ni 3 to 4 students para di siya kaayo heavy. So dili pud na nato ma mahimo nga ato na siya walaon kay importante siya kaayo ang atong group counseling session. Now next is kung makahinumdum ka, you have taken the online exam. So naatay testing services. So ang testing nato naatay tulo ka battery of exam. Nalatay mga then we have IQ test, naatay personality test, o natay aptitude test. So kini sila makatabang kaayo ninyo nga among mga estudyante aron ma-assess ug asa gid mo dapit, no? Aron matabangan mo kung unsa gyud makaila mo unsa gyud para ninyo in the future sa inyong career. We have also follow up and monitoring. So every now and then we do follow up to our students. We do monitor our students because we care for everybody. So, una kay problema sa imong mga previous semesters before na lockdown, na problema ka sa imong mga grades, problema ka sa imong mga subjects nga wala ka naka-exam, approach the guidance counselor because we will assist you in and facilitate you with this concern. Not only that, we have also information services. Especially kanang mga graduating na to, unsa may trend karon, no? Especially nga ang atong we are in the world of technology. So, unsa may trend karon kung mga apply kog trabaho, same pa ba sa una nga ang resume kinahanglan i-print, kinahanglan ano, mga informations nga among ihatag whether it's personal growth, whether it's psychological enhancement, whether career, whatever things nga among mahatag ninyo, that is the so-called information services. Of course, we have also that inventory services. So from your grade 11 or nag-first year na ka ba dinhi sa Crystal E or nagsugod ka og grade 11 hangtod mo graduate ka, we kept everything about you. No? Amo na siyang gi-inventory because purposely, it's easy for us to know who you are, especially kung nakay problema sa imuhang self, nakay problema nga kinahanglan na mo ma-check unsa gyud ang imuhang concern. So that's it, no? And we have also the parents and teachers consultation. The guidance counselor or the guidance and testing office will also facilitate consultations. Now, parent na gusto makikita sa mga teachers, we can arrange that and make an appointment para ma-process ang concern, masubad ang problema sa iyang mga anak o sa ninyo nga among mga estudyante. Now, if you have problem with your subjects, let's say, the guidance counselor also will facilitate teacher-student consultation. So, naataan na. So, ayaw mo kalimot, kaya pwede mo coordinate sa guidance and testing office. And not only that, we also offer webinars. No? Uso na nakaayo karon nato because we are in online class. So, mo na siya nga. Natay mga webinars, very important topics, which is, may nga nato nga, this is for alternative learning experience of everybody. So, it's a different session, it's a different learnings because separate na sa inyong mga modules. Kung makabantay mo, natay SAW and guidance and testing Google Classroom o mo na siya atong gabiton para sa atong mga or Zoom para sa atong mga webinars and trainings. So very important topics mo plug in rami mo announce rami nga mo ni please involve or participate in these webinars. And lastly, don't forget nga naatay online referrals. Online because natay mga form online nga ang faculty, particular faculty, mo refer sa students nga na problema, let's say, absenteeism, nagsige nang absent ang bata, dili na katig pa sa imuhang mga activities sa module. So, mo refer gid ang faculty. And then the guidance counselor will call you or will send you a message and then mag-istorya hayta aron mawala mo in the future wala kay problema, no? Masettle gid ang imuhang problema. So, ayaw kalimot, naarami, you can directly message us, you can email us, you can contact us, kami pod manawag sa admin ninyo. Available me all the time during office hours. I hope na dili mo makalimot, we care for you, ug andan mi kanunay mo tabang sa inyong mga concern. As long as naay makaya naami makaya para ninyo among buhaton alang sa inyong kaayuhan. Because we love our students more than anything nga among mahatag para sa inyo. So, I would like to say thank you for everyone nga nakasabot nga ang atong guidance and testing office is available all the time during office hours. Pwede po mi mo extend kung kinahanglan na mo i-extend ang among time. Pwede mi mo mohimo ana as long as kaya lang namo. So, I would like to say thank you to Sir Franz again for allowing me to use the program and to let them know about the guidance services we offer during this academic year 2020-2021. So, thank you so much and I hope na ang atong mga estudyante dili gid mo hesitate sa pagduol sa atong mga guidance counselor because we are just a text away. Thank you so much and God bless everyone.
So that was the guidance counselor of Crystal E College, Ma'am Jean Caceres. So thank you kayo, ma'am, for informing us of the different activities or the different things you can offer us, the students, or even the teachers, nga, let's say, na ay mga problema sa studies or sa school, or problema nga, personal problems. And also, ganahan lang ko mo add nga, if ever, like, kanang namoy problema and you're not that comfortable to share it with Ma'am Caceres or with Ma'am Pinky Rodorata, you can share to us kan mga peer facilitators. I couldn't mention all the names, but then amo lang mong i-inform o ginsa ni mga peer facilitators nga kanang from your department rasad kay para bitaw nga mas maka-open up mo kay maybe same level or same vibe bitaw dili mo mahadlok di mo mawa mo open up. And sumoto nami mga peer facilitators, mga sort of mini guidance counselors ninyo, and just don't hesitate to approach us or to talk to us kay kami sad if dili na mo kanang kaya ma-handle na problem ninyo, mo refer sad me or mo adto sad me ni Ma'am Caceres or ni Ma'am Roliorata para mangayog advice o unsa mong dili maitambag mo unsa mong maitabang ninyo nga mga students.
And of course, Ma'am Jane, we miss you also. And you are very much welcome and having this program sa tanang mga nagkalain-laing departments sa school. Our program is very much open, most especially if it concerns and it matters for our students. And of course, to the guidance office and to the members of the guidance office, thank you for being there for our students.
Yes, you're right, Sir Franz. And to wrap up, ako ng usbon ang mga guidance services na gi-offer sa ato ang guidance counselor office. We have the online counseling, which is divided into two categories. We have individual and the group. They also offer testing services such as IQ tests, personality tests, and aptitude tests. They also do follow-up and monitoring. They also have information services. They do webinars, and they also have online referrals for parents to teachers or student to teachers or teachers to students, I mean. So there is now a proper person, a proper place to address your concerns. So just don't hesitate to message them and let's just help one another. That's it. And so at this point, ladies and gents, I was just about to, read and introduce to you our surprise for all of you. Please. So we have, yes, right here, it is flashing your screens. We have the 50 pesos worth of mobile load nga paraffle sa Town Hall Talk. So we will award 10 lucky winners that will win. But how to join or how to win this one? Participants must like and follow the page CEC Business and Hospitality Management Department. Second, participants must react and share to the said episode or publication. So this one, guys, this publication, you must share and react. Aside from that, participants must also comment based on the topic of the episode. So upon commenting, don't forget to include hashtag Town Hall Talk episode 2. So mao to ang paghinumduman para kamo ang mapilian nga manadaog sa ato ang paraffle nga 50 pesos worth of mobile load.
And so, with that being said, ay lang mo, ayan yung biyahin yung mobile phone or laptops ba? Kay later on, we'll be picking the 10 lucky winners of this 50 pesos worth of mobile load. And then, we will be contacting them through Messenger baka or private text. So, ayun lang din nyo, biyahin yung phones and laptops. Bantayi lang, kay basin kamo ang swerte nga madaog sa ato ang 50 pesos worth of mobile load nga promo.
Yes, just follow the mechanics, guys. All right, there we go. So, at this point, ready na ba ta? Sir Fans,
Of course.
are we ready?
We are
Yes,
so
of
excited.
course.
We are now down to the main highlight of this episode, and that is to welcome you all, our brave, amazing, and totally packaged individuals nga ligon o kanang matapang na
Misukol.
sumagot. Mapatagalog man sa tadiri. Oy, laban lang John. Kini sila ang mga nitubag sa atong pangutanang, are we learning? Or are we just passing requirements? Nga mabasahan dyan nato sa Facebook, pak, ang mga post dito, no? Nga pinasadsan nga emoji or pa-broken hearted. Minsan may mga stories behind that yung sa mga Facebook posts or sa ubang pang social media accounts. At this point, let us keep the ball rolling with our first participant, none other than a grade 11 student of Maritime Pre-Baccalaureate. We have Mr. Jed Edward Aseo.
Good day to each and everyone. My name is John Edward D. Aseo, and I am a grade 11 student from Maritime A. So the question stands, are we really learning, or are we just in it for compliance, or are we just passing the requirements? So there have been many debates about this topic. Daghang niingon nga students are learning indeed, and daghang pumaingon na students are just in it for compliance, like basta lang makapass me. So I, however, firmly believe on my point that students are definitely learning. The question may seem very hard to answer, but actually, the answer to that is really simple. You don't really need further studies, like you don't really need research to answer it, whether the students are learning or not. What you just need is pure situational analysis. So, imo lang analyze on kung giun sa pagpass sa estudyante sa requirements. Let's proceed to my point. Yes, students are indeed learning. First of all, it all boils down to the fact that, or to the question, in the first place, why are students joining online classes or modular classes? So ang purpose jud nga nganong ning apil sila sa klase is gusto sila makapasar, gusto sila mo pass to the next grade level, or to the next grade, to the next year level sa klase. Ang problema lang is natunga there are two main types of students nga gusto makapasar. Nay uban nga pass og requirements basta lang kay makapasar, napoy uban nga gusto jud makat-on. Among the two, learning will definitely be part of it. So why? Nga ni na ha. Example ako, if I was a type of student nga gusto mo pasar pero di ko gusto nga pero tapuan ko, like bahala og wa jud ko makatunan pero basta lang kay makapass og requirements. Either way, I still have to learn the lessons that was given to us, that is also talked about in the requirements or sa assignment. Kay how else would I answer my requirements? How else would I answer my assignments and my assessments if wa jud ko nakatunan? So most definitely, ang mahitabo jud naghatag sa assessment ang kasagaran sa estudyante, although naay uban nga mo adto sa discussion una usa mo assignment, naadyo uban nga adto dito sa assignment kay ang gusto lagi nila mo pass basta lang kay makapass. Pero saon lagi nimo pagpass if adyo ka nakatunan. So ang mahitabo jud ana most definitely mo suway ang estudyante og cut-on bahalag independent learning lang kay para lang maka-answer sa assignment bahala og dito ma-retain nga lesson basta lang kay makatuon siya. So ana pa lang daan naka-learn na ang estudyante sa intent pa lang niya nga gusto siya mo pass, dapat apil na pud ana ang pagpaningkamot nga makasabot siya sa lesson para naa siya ikapass. The only way that a student can pass a requirement or an output without even learning anything is if dili siya ang nagama sa iyang output, which is against school rules, and the student can definitely be penalized and he will pay the consequences. Actually, no, the simplest possible way to explain my point is it will always boil down to the very first intention of the student. Ang pinaka-intention sa student nganong mo enroll siya is para mo pasar, para maka-graduate siya or makahuman siya sa grade level karon para mo jump to siya to the next grade level. Kanang intention niya nga para makaton ba jud or para lang makapass. Those are mere sub-intentions. But the main intentions of a student jud nganong mo enroll siya is para makapasar. With that being said, learning will always be a part of it. No matter what the sub-intention of a student is, a student can never pass the grade level if di po siya mo-pass og sakto nga requirement. And the only way to pass ang sakto nga requirement is, so again, I guess that will wrap up all my arguments. I guess that ends my point, and I still strongly believe and I stand firm with my point nga definitely the students are indeed learning. So again, this has been John Edward D. Aseo from grade 11 Maritime A, and thank you once again.
So now we've heard from the pro side of, I mean, from the senior high school department. Let's now move into the con side of things. Let us have Mr. Ryan Claude Clinista, a grade 12 STEM student.
Good day everyone. Karon ako ingon akong thoughts and ideas about the issue of online class. Are we learning or just passing requirements? So, in these COVID times, learning is not possible. Though there are several ways school are offering. Learning is not evident without teacher-student face-to-face communication. Not all students can access internet connection, especially those who are living in the remote areas. I would say submitting of school requirements is just for the sake of passing. So we cannot guarantee that it's the work of the student because it's done at home without teachers roaming around. So thank you for listening and thank you for inviting me for this session. Stay home, stay safe. God bless everyone. Bye.
All right, thank you so much to those brave students from the senior high department. And I would like also to congratulate Ma'am Marison Fodiranan. Ma'am, I miss you so much as well. And I'm very proud with your students. And on the point ni Jed, why students enroll in online classes, it all boils down to the intention. Nga nang ni-enroll bitaw ka. Sakto jud sakto bitaw si Jed, no? While on the Ryan side, learning is not evident. Ingon siya, learning is not evident without the student and teacher present in one location. How about you, Joy? What can you say about it?
Well, actually, ani dyan na to makita no ang amazing perspectives, nakalahi-lahi nga perspectives sa mga estudyante with regards to our topic. And yes, ni-believe kay ko sa mga vocabulary and choice of words nila, sir, no? Pinadyan pa boiled down to the intention. Grabe dyan, no? And also with the Ryan nga, evident, is not evident without the face-to-face interactions. Nevertheless, mo ni giingon ni Jed nga in even in simple or little ways, learning is really present. Naadjud ang learning kay nga for example, you need to post your video in the YouTube. So kanang sa man yung pag-post, syempre magkaton ka on how to do it. So nagyapon ang learning, di ba? In one way or another. And sa giingon po ni Ryan tinuod no nga we cannot guarantee the originality of the work sa students since it is
Yeah.
done at home. Grabe, no? Ana dyan, makayan dyan. Basin, sa modules pa lang, basin di ang silingan pa ang zero, no? Oo, laban.
Daghang-guilty,
Ang mga
oh.
silingan or mga
Daghang na-enjoy.
uyab.
Guilty,
Isa may
Guilty,
nag-guilty
may
diha
go,
or mga
may go.
classmates may ingon dahil, uy, ilagin sa ko sa akong kuan bin, pasahi ko or ansiri ba niya ako? Hala no, oo, wave, das mga nangaigo dira.
Hello dyan sa mga
Ah.
naigo.
How about you, Carl? What are your insights about those?
Yeah, so kani sila kay mga senior high school pani sila ha, pero I really love their fighting spirit. Like
Noon, mga
very
banggitan.
bold and very straightforward silang nag-answer sa question nga, are we learning or are we just passing requirements? So sa ako ang nadunggan both kanang talks about reality or kanang praktikalan or tinud-anay like sa pros nga part para sa gingon ni Sir France and of course ni Jed, wala kaning enroll or wala kaning eskwela para lang kay maglingaw-lingaw. So na kay goal and imong goal is maka-proceed sa next nga level or maka-graduate. And also diri from Mr. Clinista, tinud-anay si ding iya ha kay katulagi first kailangan daw nga mas better ang learning if na ang teacher ug student sa isa ka lugar kay if ever na ang inay question ang student sa teacher madali-dali rag tubag bitaw unlike sa online nga pwede offline si teacher at that time so maunya-unyaan pa ang pag-reply. So like what I've said, I really love their answers and their fighting spirit.
Ang great kay 10 over 10. Char. Thank you
correct.
so
10 over
much,
10.
guys. Let's move on to the next one, of course, and we're going to proceed to the Computer Studies Department. Are you all ready? Let us witness the ever beautiful and supportive Vice Governor of Computer Studies Department, none other than Miss Rona Rose Dalagon.
Are we learning or are we just passing the requirements? In my opinion, yes, we are still learning. We learn every time we do our assessments in school because you can just do it by yourself without even reading the module given by your teacher or conducting our research about your topic. Unless if you're just depending on the others or you're just doing it for the sake of compliance. Learning online can be a challenge because it requires perseverance and hard work since it is your initiative as a college student to taught yourself. But with the help of our teachers who are also doing their part in providing our needs, we can actually step forward. And if you find it hard to understand the lessons, hundreds and thousands of tutorials and resources are available online. And it's up to you if you'll make use of it.
So that was the pro side. I mean, from the IT department. So let's now go into the con side again. I mean, from the IT department, which is we have here Mr. Zian Zoel Aying.
Ang advantage sa face-to-face is that makita sa teachers if gapay attention ba ang iyang mga student sa iyang mga discussion which guarantees na nabawa niya if nakasabot ba sila or wala which is dili in terms of online class kay igura sila mohatag og assessments, then output sila ilang makita og ilarang evaluate ang mga answers hatag results. Which is dili nila makita ang students walay interaction, wala sila kaybaw if galisod ba or wala. Also, ang pamaagi nga flexible learning is that ihatag ang mga or pwede ka mo answer or mo study sa imong mga discussion in your convenience, which is I think dili siya maayo kay gihimo nimo ang study into your least priority. Kay if you are willing to learn, imo man gyud na siyang ipadaplin sa ubang nimong buhaton, imo na siyang ipauna. But in that way na imong pinaka-convenient, adto na nimo sa ibuhaton kung wala na to imo nga gustong buhaton uban. So, for example, in the morning na kay pwede ka mag cellphone, pwede ka mag-kuan kay for you okay ra man di sila ni buhaton kay inig gabi na lang kay mo man pwede okay ra man sa gabi og adto ra way samok mahitabo. In fact, kasagaran sa mga answer is buhaton ra almost in the end na sa deadline. So, in that way, maingon nimo na wala na sila ga take og priority, dili nila pailabtan ang ilang mga ubang buhaton kay adto lang nila ipadaplin sa asa mga wala, which is sa actual na class naa man tay given na time na schedules na ana yung time magtuon ka, ana ka mag-answer, ana nimo siya studyhan. So mo po ni usa sa mga disadvantage. Even though dali siya, kay of course we are also gitanaw po na to ang mga students nga galisod kay naman jud sa mga problema sabay. Which is i-sum up nimo, problema gyapon na sa online class kay of course naanad ta for of all these years naanad ta face to face ug in that way of course sa pandemic gitransition dayon ug online class so ana pa do nakita ang mga problems mostly like inig answer nimo di man na to kung ano yung mga questions na waton sabtan dili man gani na to tanawon balik to module or mga materials na gihatag sa teachers but instead ato ra i-search sa internet ato i-copy paste then ato ra i-upload send sa teachers balik mura na of course kung nga pa na deadline igura taga pangitahag answer pass so ato makita na wala na nang point na ga-study pa ta or ga-learn kay ato na nakita na more samok sa tuang time even though ang intention is dili.
Thank you so much sa ato mga brave IT people. And of course, let's also greet our dean sa atong IT department, si Sir Spike Quezon. Thank you so much, sir. Daghang kayo tip na gihatag ni si Sir sa amo during the time na aning bago pa lang, ga-embrace pa lang ta sa online learning. And hearing from your students, so mga teachers nga gatanaw karon, this is the reality now. Coming from directly from our student itself, no, from the student themselves, from the senior high now down to IT. And yes, basahon ni nako ang usa ni comment diri murag kaila ko ani niya. Pero dili lang anonymous lang ni nako siya ingon siya diri na nagbantay sila sa teacher roaming around daw sa classroom. This is I think sa face to face. Karon ko no na homeschooling na, there is a big eyes watching above. Konsensya na sa estudyante. And the 70-20-10 model state that people obtain 70% of their knowledge from job related and then 20% from interaction with others and then like co-workers and managers and then 10% from formal learning events. So sakto jud ni actually kay anonymous lagi nako 70% we learn from experience and then the 30% is divided into different factors. In fact, 10% lang ang gitawag nato na form of formal learning events. Mo ni akong giingon na sa naa pa mi sa classroom, mutambong pa mi sa inyong klase, mag-atang ra mo na mo na mawala mi kay maisig ko nili ay mo. Karon nawala na mi sa inyong atubangan, mangita na mo na mo. Ang saman jud ni. Without just kidding. Anyway, let's hear also from my co-host here sa ilang opinion.
Yeah, so based ako nakita po din na dungog, different story na pod ang naa sa IT. So sa previous kay nagingon sila sa murag delayed ang response sa teachers. Dire nag-state sila nga if ever daw nga we have questions or natay confusion sa topic, pwede daw nga makadali dali tawag question sa teacher nga na-assign na nga subject. And then also sa cons nga side kay feel na ako kay dili ra jud ako ang naigoan niya. Murag kita jud tanan nga students nga kana bitong iyang point is kanang prioritization. Yeah, that's the word. Kay karon magud kay we have this online class but kana bitong unya-unya ako na to. So nakarelate jud ko kayo ana and I hope nga ma-change na siya nga mentality na to kay para dili ta mag-cramming bitaw.
Tinuod yun na, Carlo, kana ang motivation na lang nimo kay ang deadline. Aminin, daghan kayo
Grabe na.
makarelate ana ang kanang unsa man jud imong inspiration or motivation to do your task. That's the deadline, no? So dapat let's change that mindset kay mas maayo man tong hayahay na lang taba sa wala pa deadline, no? Sometimes you have more time, do it rather than saying it nga unya na kay
Bitaw.
mahurot mo tanang unya, no? Kanas pa man nato nabuhaton. And also sigway lang ko sa giingon ni Sir Franz nga karon nga online class ginapangita na nato ato ang mga teachers parihara gud na sa atong crush, no? Sa una maglili ra ta, maglingkod-lingkod na ta dito sa manggahan, no? Paduding-duding, pa chusi-chusi, pa baby, pa kaayo ta sa atong mga crush, ingani-ngana. Maula pa tagsugsugon ta pero karon, no, nagpangita di ay ta. Char lang.
Josie ra na applicable to Josie.
Based on experience daw ni Joy.
Diba?
Mga siya ang mga kwento sa ilalim ng mangga. Charot. So yes, mo agree ko ni Rona, no, nga we have hundreds and thousands of resources, references, or tutorials. So, daghan ta og way gihapon para maka-cope up ta sa online learning. Learning is our responsibility sa giingon pa ni Sir Tubak. Mahinumduman siya na kasi Sir Tubak. And also, I can remember the teacher nga niingon sa 70-20-10. Indeed, experience is the best teacher, no? Adto ra jud na ang imong learnings karon imo na siyang ma-apply sa imong mga ma-experience, but your experience will teach you another lessons. So mo to siya.
Yeah.
Dapat priority jud, dili na to makalimtan ng priority. Wa na gani kagi priority, di pa jud may priority imong klase.
Sa hugot ka
Kira na yun.
hugot kayo. Lang kayong hugot.
Laban na siya ta dire, no? And yes, we are down to a presentation. Before I proceed to another participant, please watch this.
Popping all these pills, she said she used to it. She wanna go way up. Okay, baby, if you used to it. And I know that you were grown. And I know that you were grown.
Girl, I love it when we do it, turn you on. Shorty, tell me if I'm wrong. I can see it in your eyes when you.
Grill it in. Work. Hold on. It's me and my friends. Go, bud. Work. You know what I'm saying? Walk in, walk out. Let's go. Work. Hey, walk it out. Walk it out. Work. Cha cha. Cha cha.
Every time the beat drop.
I can't help but wonder.
So, thank you kayo ni Miss Vea Agbon and ni Cynthia Gibingkan.
And of
and
course,
and her
ni
friend.
Teresa Manosa. Daghang kay
Yeah.
salamat for
Thank you so much.
accepting and answering to my favor, guys. Thank you for showcasing your talent. So, karon Juno, isa sa atong mga gikalingawan nga app is ang TikTok. Next time, let's witness Sir
Sir
Franz
Franz,
doing
next time.
TikTok. Yes.
Bisa magkaroon siguro.
Abangan.
Oy, what is
Oo.
daw, sir?
Kuha ka na tag oras. Atong time slot na pa sunod na show.
Yes. So, karon before atong abangan ang TikTok compilation ni Sir Franz next time and ni Carl. Oo, sabay silang duha.
Pero mahal pa si Jocelyn.
Next time. But sa pagkakaroon, let us also witness the answer of the ever active Vice President of mine, Mr. Roland J. Clinasta.
Good day everyone. Karon akong ihatag or iingon ang akong thoughts and ideas about the issue of online class. Are we learning or just passing requirements? Mao na siya ang sikat or trending ron sa social media, especially sa Facebook. Kay naiuban na estudyante is galisod na. And then ang thoughts na ho ana is we are not just passing requirements. We are learning, but it always depend on the student. Then, makaingon ko na naka-learn ko because after the months nga gaklasita, kitang tanan sa, especially in Crystal Lake College, after that months, na ako'y nakatunan o daghan kong nakatunan bisan o lisod man ang pamaagi karon sa edukasyon. And then makaingon po ko na we are learning because after sa mga modules na mabuhat na ho, after maansira na ho, is mutatak na sa akong hunahuna ang mga special or kanang mga basic nga things about that subject. And para na ho, we are learning. We are not just passing requirements. Muhatag ko example nga scenario sa akong experience nga makaingon jud kung naka-learn ko. Like the module na mo sa among swimming class na ipa-perform, ipatan-aw mig video, then nakakita ko diyon sa pag-perform, then adto nag-practice ko akong then ang among activity nga final output is to record ourselves to perform it. And adto after sa pag-practice na ho, naka-learn ko how to perform that basic swimming strokes or basic swimming na mga thing. Adto ako nang gi-perform, akong gi-send sa among teacher and og kadto nga time naka-learn ako how to perform it not only sa utok but sa pagbuhat pod. Usa na to nga factor na makaingon kong naka-learn ko. And for the students na moingon rag we are just passing requirements, it always depends on you. Dili ko mo kuan ninyo kay maumoy na ninyo, but for me we are learning. We are learning, not just passing that requirements. And that could be all. Thank you for listening and thank you for inviting me in this session. Bye-bye.
So that was Roland J. Clinista for the pros part. So now let's proceed to the cons part of things. And we have here a BS Mar-E student, no other than my sangay, Mr. Carl Mark Malnegro.
Hello guys, today's sad reality is we students nowadays prioritize deadline than the lessons we need to learn. We all know that we are suffer taron sa COVID-19 and it affects the economy and the livelihood of everyone. Daghan na wad anong trabaho, daghan na wad anong panginabuhian, especially ang atong education system naapektuhan sad. Kibawta nga education is very important sa atong kinabuhi. More na mahatag sa atong girikanan nga dili makawat na to. So we need to adapt. We need to adapt into a new normal learning system, which is the online class. But we need to consider the many factors, just like the internet connection, internet availability. Sa katong mga students nga walay stable internet connection, dili tanan areas na ana especially ito nasa bukid. Maglisod dito sila. Nya, second, gadgets, smartphone and laptops. Kaya importante kayo na sila para sa online classes. Saan na itong mga students na dili ka afford ana nga mga butanga kaya nawad-an og trabaho ilang ginikanan, nawad-an og pangita. Then apel pa nato ang home distraction, banha dili ta ka focus kaya napay mas unahon nga buhaton kasi kinaramta sa balay pwede ta suguon. Then we have different learning capabilities natay slow learner and fast learner. Katong mga slow learner maglisod sila cope up ani nga new normal learning system kay di need assistance clarification gikan sa teacher lahi ra jud na magapangutana kasi ng maestro. Money is involved in this system. 1 GB is not enough nga data for 1 day. Kuwang ra na siya. Mao na siya pinakamarato nga data subscription 50 pesos worth 50 pesos kana 50 pesos. Di na siya kaigo sa usa ka adlaw nga online class nimo. Instead of ako data user nga na, instead of gamiton ho ang data for surfing, browsing nga na, dili na magamit. Tigumon na lang naho para sa submittal sa activities and performance tasks kanang mga videos bitaw. Then probably we are just passing requirements because we are majority of us students nowadays meeting the deadlines in the to-do works in Google Class are now our priorities. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much from that was from Mari and from Liberal Arts Department. So hi di ay sa din nato diha sa Liberal Arts, Sir Mark. Kumusta? And both of these representative was able to deliver really their points, and para nako na ay mga sakto sila sa ilahang mga punto na ilang gihatag. Sir Roland nihatag siya ebidensya na he learned even though online siya, even swimming sa iyang PE nakapun siya. While naman si Carl ni stress out siya na dili tanan pare-parehas, dili tanan pantay-pantay na uban na wag tanong trabaho. In fact iyang gingon ang 1 gigabyte is not enough. So how about the opinion diri sa ako mga kauban?
So, yes, mo go down jud ta balik no sa intention or sa imuhang decision in life. Kay like what RJ said no, nga bisan og nagtanaw siya og YouTube video sa swimming, still he was able to digest the information from that video and successful siya sa iyang pag-study og swimming. And also sa con side of things na pod, di jud malikayan ang mga factors such as kanang environment nga we are in kay sa online class man god narata sa balay, so anytime kay kami to ma-distracted ta sa mga butang nga naa sa gawas nga makita nato or usahay ka na ganing for example Google Class mo, Google Meet, and then kalit-kalit lang ang tagon sa imong parents kay suguon, so mupod na yung mga disadvantage sa online class. So, how about you, Josie?
Yes, Carl, super makarelate yung kuha ng tawagon sa parents do niya. Maabta na lang nga sa puto na dyan ka ba. Pwede pala mo pahimo kag posters nga dili sa gidisturbohon as of this moment. Kay school hours, char no? Hilason kaayo. But nevertheless, makarelate sa gadong post ni Ma'am Weng before nga usahay nag-video ka or nag-Google Meet ba mo nga na niya. Naikalit rabi ta nga background kay, oy, palit mo isda tulingan tag 120 ang kilo ba nga. Uy, ginoo ko, but you can't control those noise. So mo na siya sa isa sa mga things nga disadvantage sad. But also, I would totally agree with Roland nga. If you really want to learn, there are a lot of ways, no?
Yeah.
Mo dyan nag-iingon nga laban lang sa pagkat-on yun.
Yes, and in fact, for the noise, I hope so na naminaw sa ato karon ng local government ato nagka-inline local government. Kaya ang ubang mga local government have already passed an ordinance na bawal na ang pag-video. Okay, so sana all, no? Na nakadungog sa among hangyo diha.
Yes.
Na for the sake of our students, kay naay mga silingan na dili kasabot ani mga butang na mga online classes or whatsoever.
Tinuod yun na siya, Sir Franz, no? Because time ba yang ating video sa ubang students is gabi kay usa pa kana bitaw usa pa mo hilom-hilom, but there are a lot nga produce gyapon og noise kana mag-video kay nga na no. Oh, mga
Mag-concert
mata
ang atong mga silingan bitaw mo timing
tinuod.
gyud na. Atang-atang ka tibuok hapon para tagaan nimo silang panahon na mo sabaw diha angtod sa ilang gikanta diha. Ang pag-abot sa alas 8 wala lang gyapon, huwat pa kag alas 9 hangtod sa na alas 10 na lang yung tawo ng estudyante, wala pa ni mingaw ang atong mga silingan. Gabanha lang gyapon. So I hope so action na ni sa atong mga local government units sa nagkalain-laing mga lungsod na unta magpapasarta og ordinansa na bawal ang atong mga video okay.
And as an addition, of course, before we proceed to another participant, I would like to extend ang paghangyo sa mga teachers ng untang musabot sa ang mga videos no nga naay mga gagmay nga mga noise kay dili man jud na uncontrollable man jud na siya nga mga factors. So let's proceed to the Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation with Mr. Gabriel Bernalte.
What we are experiencing right now is definitely something that we do not expect and definitely something that we do not want. It is really a struggle for both the learners and the educators. The question that was given is, are we learning or are we just passing or submitting requirements? Passing requirements, I believe that is normal. These are one of the challenges that we currently face in the situation that we have. And I believe then that in life, there will always be challenges. Dun ka matetest on how willing you are to risk for your dreams, how far you are willing to go. Will you give up or will you keep fighting? Do you want to take a break or do you want to continue what you've started? That solely depends on you. Are we learning? Well, I believe that, and I will always believe that learning is a choice. Learning is something that doesn't happen accidentally. Learning is a decision that you make, it is an action that you do. Therefore, learning depends on you. What do you do in your free time? How much are you investing for your knowledge? That only you can answer. Are we passing requirements? Yes, as usual. But are we learning? That depends on you. This is Gabriel. Thank you and be well.
So thank you so much, Mr. Gab Bernalte, no? It was a very, very nice statement of yours. And now, let's now proceed to another student from the BSMT department. We have Mr. John Kenneth Paluga.
Good day. I am John Kenneth M. Paluga, a third year BSMT, and I was tasked to give an opinion about the topic, are we learning or are we just passing requirements? In my honest opinion, we have to define first what is learning. So, according to the world of Google, learning is the acquisition of knowledge through experience, study, or by being taught. Let's start. In such a context, the goal of learning need to focus less on knowledge acquisition. Thus, we have to focus more on knowledge generation. And in these times of pandemic, and in this new mode of learning, knowledge generation is failing. Now, to answer the question, are we learning? I think the right statement is that we are just learning to pass the requirements. It may sound pleasantry, but I think most of the students would totally agree. In this new mode of learning, there are unfavorable circumstances or conditions that reduces the chances of effective learning. First is that no face to face, or we have just little interaction. Learning should we have to build with a relationship with our instructors as well with our batchmates. So in this new mode, it will require more effort. For two is that um, we have to exert more effort in self-discipline because the main problem of students in new mode of learning is that managing their time and organizational skills to complete each task against life priorities. And the third one is that we are prone to distraction. We cannot focus given the fact that we are using gadgets and gadgets have mobile apps that could really distract you from learning. For example, we have social medias, online games. So with that aspect, um, the learning process is not practiced or is not present.
Thank you so much from our Maritime Department students. And I highlight lang nako no ang point ni Gab. Ingon si Gab na learning is a choice. While ang point po ni John Kenneth is that knowledge iyahang gi-compare between knowledge acquisition and knowledge generation. They really have their own points and thank you so much guys. How about you, gents and Joy?
Yes, Carl. Ikaw na, Carl.
So far kay almost the same man said ang ilang mga comments. And the only thing I like about their statements are kana bitong when you pass the requirements, it is really impossible nga wala jud kay nahibaw-an or na-learn bisag gamay kay bisan no gi-copy paste na nimo, gibasa manggid na nimo then maybe na-retain gamay nga information sa imong kanang head. And then also tinuod sad nga dili na to malikayan ang mga different distractions if mag-online class ta kay for example sa mobile phone imbis nga mo diretso ka sa Google Classroom makahapit pa noon ka sa mga social media sites like Facebook. Nga naman go imbis nga straight ahead dun sa tasks makahapit ko sa Facebook then malingaw ko scroll bitaw mo nang makalimot ko sa oras ba. How about you, Josie?
Yes, I can really relate to that, Carlo. Mas update ba kayo kung mo share o mo react sa mga memes kaysa sa mo open sa mga modios, no? But nevertheless, so I would really agree with Gab that we all have choices in life. And even learning is a choice. So it's up to you if you are going to learn or not. No, kay kanang atong pagkat-on masud na sa atong hunahuna kung ganahan ba jud ta sa atong hunahuna og kasing-kasing kung ganahan ba jud ka makakat-on kay kundi mengen ka unya na naoy basta unya mo na jud na hantod-hantod ang imong mindset. So let's change how the way we think, di ba? And also to Kenneth, wow, grabe mo bilib jud ko ni direct sa mga words no sa choices niya sa words of nga iyang gipanggamit word I mean learning acquisition and learning generation. Grabe, no? Oo, magpa-tutor jud ko ani niya kay grabe kay ang mga vocabulary and knowledge. Mura mo bow down na jud ko nimo direct and very true. Distraction just sa social media and sa uban pang online games and I would really agree to you also direct Kenneth nga it's very hard. It's difficult to build relationships with the students and the teachers now that it is an online class no medyo naigap marag mauwaw ta bitaw mo approach sa ato ang teachers most especially nga busy sa sila hindi mo og module unlike before nga marag kung maabot ato si mama wave na kumustahay dayon something like that but yeah it really takes time. And moving forward, but before anything else, I'd just like to remind the audience to please react, share, and comment for you to win our raffle. And moving on, let's have from our very own department, Business and Hospitality Management Department, starting with Mr. Rogelio Bongkaron.
Everyone, education is very vital for young people like me who wanted to learn and educate themselves because it is one of the fundamental foundation or steps on who we want to be in the future. Amidst a pandemic, we shift into a distance learning method or having an online class. Well, based on my experience, it is not very easy to adopt. And we know that Every one of us adjust to this new normal, but we need have to embrace the changes to continue what we started in our life. We make a certain decision in life like we wanted to quit school for a while because of the pandemic we've experienced. We say that we didn't learn from an online class. Others say we're just passing requirements and it gives us more stress in life. For them, the online class has negative impact. But we didn't always look at other aspects that give us positive thinking or view about this digital learning or this kind of asynchronous education system. We didn't ask ourselves if we still had a dream in life and how the time is very important for us. For me, having an online class make us more independent and productive as a student. The knowledge we get from our instructor can extend and broaden our minds because of the unlimited sources we had for learning that can be found on internet. The online class didn't just teach about lesson but also about managing and motivating ourselves. We can manage through our own, such as the time we had, and being a self motivator to survive challenges in life. Online class didn't give us punishment or a burden in our life, but it was us who made it because of the procrastination we had. The online class keep us learning to equip and mold us to be the best version of ourselves. And in the midst of pandemic also, in the middle of the pandemic, we should continue to educate ourselves and learn more to make us ready in the future. Therefore, I conclude that we're not just passing requirements, but we still learn more in an online class. So that could be all, and thank you. Have a nice day, everyone.
So thank you so much, Roger, no? I really feel you and nakasabot jud ko sa imong mga nagian kay same sa tag nagian. And now let's move on to another student from the BSTM department, no other than Miss Bella May Bonao.
Amidst the impact of coronavirus that hit the entire world, billions of people benefited great damage, and I am one of those. Online classes has been implemented since mass gatherings is strictly prohibited as part of the health protocols. So the question is, are we learning or are we just passing requirements? So students right now are struggling with this new way of learning, and so as we the teachers are burdened too. Just like everyone are pressured right now. So for the students, first the compatibility of the device that we are using. Some of the instructors would require us for vlogging, yet some of their phones do not support high resolution. Some would require us to upload large files, and most of the students rely on fixed mobile data and lucky for those who have unlimited internet connection. And right now, online classes requires us to be responsible for our own way of learning. There is no instructors to guide us, and parents cannot force them to answer the modules online since every time the students are facing their phones, parents would thought that they're doing their modules, but they are not because we should be honest in what we are doing. Sometimes, not sometimes, every time we open our phone, we directly open our social media accounts such as Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. We do not go to Google Classroom, and that's the thing that is happening right now. So, a lot of issues circulating online. Students are raging because they cannot cope up. So, I believe if we are only serious in our modules and online classes, I think that we will be able to pass it on time and we will not be behind with all the lessons. And The last thing that is the disadvantage in online classes is about the load that the students are using. Not all of us can afford weekly load or monthly load. So that's all, and that's the cons that I have experienced for this new way of learning. Thank you.
Correct.
Thank you so much from our very own business students. And I just want to highlight some points na gidiscuss ni Roger o ni Bella. On the side of Roger, let me borrow the line he used about education is the fundamentals of who you wanted to be in the future. So kung interesado jud ka na naa kay maayong kaugmaon, therefore you really make time to learn through this online learning. And ingon pa siya na uh, the online learning teaches us to become more independent. On the other side, diri pud ni Bella, there are factors na bisag interesado ang estudyante, but there are factors to consider. Good quality of phone, like atong gihatag niya na example na ang activity sa estudyante is to create a vlog, pero the quality of phone na ang bata, ang estudyante, therefore he or she cannot create quality vlog. And the internet connections. Others are making and enjoying unlimited Wi-Fi while the rest are just having gitawag na load system, nag-load lang. So that's why Townhall Talk also tried to extend the help. That's why we will be choosing 10 winners na mahatagan na mo og load. E may namo na tabang para sa inyo ha. So, Carl and Josie?
So in this part, I would like to highlight the word growth and also factors. So sa side ni Roger, he mentioned about like improving yourself or becoming a better version of you. So mo na advantage sa online class kay yes, it might be challenging, but these challenges will like mold us to be better versions of ourselves kay ano bitong kasi gingon ni Sir Francis ni Roger nga bitong more ano bitong dili na ta mag agad or dili na ta mag-depend sa ubang tao kay kailangan maningkamot na lang jud ka para maka-learn. And also sa part ni Bella, iyang gi-mention ang different factors na sad like the mobile load. So, yes, feel ako most of us there sa Crystal Lake kay nagilay lang jud siya sa load. And sad to say no nga munta lami tag motabang ko pero murag limited ra man good pod ang matabang na ako kay pwede mo mudong sabay for wifi but kana bitong nabe COVID. So, mas maayo na lang jud nga mo
Stay at
stick
home.
around na lang jud mo ani nga episode kay mag-giveaway ba yami og kwan 50 pesos worth of load and 10 winners pa gyud. So, just stick around and yes, Josie, your turn. Ano sa imong masay?
Yes, that kini jud si Carl ang sumusunod jud nga mayor sa Panglao, no? But to anyone who is struggling to do research or whatsoever, you can send it to Carl for kanang mga researches, di ba Carl? Oo. Very willing si Carl nga motabang niya in one way or another, a very active, supportive, and helpful governor of BSBA.
Tama na sa makaya, guys.
Tama sa makaya. Siya muhimo sa mga thesis.
Uy,
Tanan na.
grabe
Kaya
na po.
niya. Kaya
No.
niya. But yeah, moving on to my comments with regards to their answers to Rogelio and Bella. Thank you so much for your amazing answers. To Rogelio, grabe kayo kapaka, no? A member of Phoenix, our school's official publication, and grabe daghan kayong salient points nga atong makatunan sa giingon ni Roger, and let me just pick some of those. We make our own burdens. Tinuod siya na. By simply saying, unya na nako himuon na, that is already a burden. Hantod, maabdan ka nga deadline na lang. Hantod, na-INC na lang ka. No? Nga na dyan lang. And we make our own burdens. Indeed, it's a choice. And also, managing and motivating ourselves. Above anyone else, it is us. It is ourselves that will motivate ourselves also. So kita ra man jud ang mo motivate, no? Naara jud natong tanan. Choice ra gyud gihapon. And also, in this online learning, we are given the opportunity to broaden our knowledge in which unsa gihatag sa atong teacher, we can still bigger the scope nga ma-broaden nato ang scope ana niya nga mas maka-search ta og vital informations as an additional to that information nga gihatag. So dili na ta mo stick sa kung unsay gihatag nila. Let us also learn in another way around. Tabanganay lang jud. Mao na siya. And sa kang Ate Bella, I can really relate, no, sa mga ipa-video. I myself is, akong phone is dili kayo kanang unsa na compatible, no? Full storage na, but I am still finding my own ways to provide quality performances, no? It should not be a hindrance. Even if maingon ta nga, yes, kanang isa siya sa mga factor to consider, but if there is really a way, if ganahan ka makakaton, and if you really want to produce better outputs. So yes, and let's proceed to our last two remaining participants from the Criminology Department. Let's start with the active Vice Governor, Miss Rafika May Alvarez.
In our new setup of our society today, everything is really difficult, especially in the field of education. But remember, it is not only the students who are adjusting in these situations, but all of us. So, students, we must not be a victim because there will always be times in our life that we will encounter uncertain things that we couldn't imagine to happen. Things that could shaken the goals that we wanted to attain in life. And as for this, if we are learning or just passing requirements, some would probably say, I'm no longer learning. I'm just merely passing requirements. I'm so tired in this kind of situation. Yes, you are not learning because you are not doing your job well as a student, your part well as a student. Admit it or not, you are being tempted in social media. I know because I've been there. So we must try to figure out our priorities. Because if we do, we will surely be back on the track, back on the right track. We are learning. We will learn if we stop being lazy, if we do our modules on time, in the right schedule, and not just merely answer lang sad, but sabtun sad para makaingon ta nga, para dili ta makaingon nga we are not learning. I understand that not all of us has the same capacity in terms of understanding the modules. And if that's the case, try to seek help. It's not like we are being neglected and ignored by our teachers. They are also doing the best as they could just to provide us good quality of teaching, even if it's not like what it is before. And if not the teachers, then try to ask help for your parents. After all, they are our first mentors. Worry less because the teachers give us enough references. Some teachers even rediscuss the topic in Google Meet, though it's not every day, even though they already posted a video discussion with regards to the topic given. There are also group chats that are open for consultations, wherein you can ask questions, clarifications with regards to the topic given. And if you are shy to do so, then you can do private message to the instructor. So as simple as that. And let's not try to make the situation worse. Let's try to see on the brighter side. This situation, this new setup, enables us to become independent. It become uh slowly molding us as a student and as a individual if we take it seriously. So this pandemic, the situation, this new setup, think of this as a challenge of how long we will hold on into Him. Because if there is a rainbow after the rain, surely there will be success after this pain.
We will hold on. So thank you kayo, Miss Rafika, no? Very nice kayo mong statement, and I also loved your kanang ending statement nga. You ended it with saying. So now we are down to the very last participant, the very last, but not the very least. We have the Governor of the Criminology Department, Miss Daryl Katuran.
Hi, I'm Jarlan Katuran, second year student of BS Criminology. My opinion regarding the topic about are we learning or are we just passing requirements is that certainly we are just passing requirements to pass the subjects or the SEM for the school year. Why? Kay tungod po sa kalisod po sa panahon karon or tungod po kay nanghinanglan ang mga estudyante karon wala na po sila ipangload o mga tarong nga gadget para sa online tas punan pasway tarong nga signal mo nang ang uban mo copy paste na sila sa sponsor nga hinatag nga answer sa mga modules sa ilang mga classmates. As a full-time worker at the same time estudyante sad ko, pabor unta nako karong panahon na ang online like makatug ko, makales ko gasto pero mas grabe din ang adjustments nga mahitabo sa online kay moangkon ko kanang mga link ang hihatag sa mga professors namo say ra ko maka-click ana say ra ko mo-view sa mga YouTube mo largo lang kog search sa Google sa mga assessments nga ihatag sa moa na mga link makakat-on nga students out of 44 ka estudyante naras 5 or 4 ang nagatuon jud ana the rest share your blessings na ang apan po sa online jud is lagi given ang rason nga Pilipinas kay hinay ta signal diri sakit sa mata magsige katubang sa cellphone mo pas prefer ko nga once a month or every 15 days na mga modules nga ihatag sa amoa like kana ang mga modules kay naatanan ang topic nga ihatag sa professor sa amoa para di pud kayo siya ana kagasto murag elementary or high school style bitaw nga deep ed karon tas makasamot katapuan sa mga estudyante noon kaya ang uban nagasalig nga naay mo hatag og answer sa ilaha. I know risky ang panahon pero hunanaan na lang sad unsa ka risky ang panahon sa uban nga naka og pila ka buntot para lang makasignal. That's all. Thank you. Have a good day.
Right. Thank you so much from our criminology department, and we would like to say hi to our dean, very active and very proactive dean nato sa College of Criminology or criminology department, si Sir Elpidio Samarca. Hello, sir. We miss you so much. And with regards to the statement of Rafika and Daryl, Sir Rafika is very outspoken siya about her point na she's learning. While si Daryl po, very outspoken po siya, very straightforward na wajud siya rakaton, ganisod rajud ta sa sitwasyon, galabad-labad rajud ta sa atong kaugalingon ani. But then yon po ni Rafika, you're not doing your part as a student. Figure out what is your priority mo ng point ni Rafika. While si Daryl po, ambot tinuod gani sa mga estudyante no, out kuno sa 40 ka student, upat ra na ang tinuod ni nagkaton. Upat to lima ra na ko yung tinuod ni nagkaton. Uban ko na diha, share your blessings ra ko no. Ala tinuod ni Carl ug Josie.
Well, yeah, sort of tinuod, sir. Pero dili po nang yan naka like 4 out of 40 students ang naningkamot. Like daghang po na naningkamot. Pero di jud malikayan ang kana mag-share og answers. So going back to the topic here, I also would like to emphasize again the statement nga not doing the job well as a student. So mo day problema na to mga estudyante sad kay kanang bitong murag naanad ta sa una nga system nga murag spoon-fed bitaw ta nga hungitan na ta sa information, all we need to do is just to copy or just to memorize. Karon kay ato man gyud siyang i-dissect kay para nga mas masabtan pa nato compared sa una nga murag simplified na daan ang information nga gihatag. So masayon siya sabton. And another thing kay kanang pagka lazy na to, mo ni problema gyud pod kay kalaging magunya-unya ta sa ato mga gamonon handod sa sige lang tagunya unya or ugma then wala na tay magama nga task. And also sa kang Miss Daryl Katuran kay lisod gid pod di ay sa part sa mga kanang bitong nag-working student ang napay online class then napod sila trabaho kay matunga ilang time and at the same time matunga ilang hunahuna kay ilang other half of the brain kay nag-focus sa work and the other half kay nag-goal o kung saan pagsabot or unsa pag-answer sa modules. And also, katong sharing of answers gyud murag applicable to sa tanan ha, pero I'm not saying pod nga it is good and I'm not saying nga it is bad. Sometimes okay naman sad nga mo share tag answers para sa akong part if na mangutana o Carl unsa answer ani and all. Una ako jud sa ingon nga nara siya sa notes please palagog tan-aw and if dili pa jud masabtan murag hatagan sa nako sa solution or sa unsa nako pag-solve or pag-answer hatagan og idea. And then, ako just lang, ingon at the end nga, o sige mo na akong answer ha, i-compare sa imuha, but siguraduha lang na wala ni mo kopya or if imo magikopya ang thought, unta nga, gisabot po ni mo, dili kay gikopya lang. So, imuha Joy, same ba taog mga experience?
Yes, grabe. We really have common grounds, Carl, no? But before anything else, I would really like to commend Rafika and Ate Darrell for being outspoken with their feelings and their thoughts in their minds. To Rafika, grabe kayo imuhang thoughts nga gi-share, makapander jud no, makahinuktok gid mi sa amang kinabuhi sa imong gipang-ingon. And kanang sa maging students should not be pa-victim. Kaya aminin, we make our own burden. So, last na lang unta ang ato mga reklamo kay at the first place naasad tay kuan sa man counterpart kung anong nagka-problema ta, di ba? Let's go back to where it all began. Ana ba? And sa gingon ni Carl nga we are always waiting for blessings, but we are not doing our part to learn. Kana bang sige lang taghuwat ani og katabi to nabasahan ako nga meme sa Facebook nga ang siri ko ba niya hala na pa magukuy ang sira niya sige na udi makatinuod nga friend hala ha ingana nga we should learn by our own no kanang sakto ba lang gingon ni Carl nga kanang dapat dili ta magdepend bita sa mga answers though sharing is also good pero not to the point nga you share every word per word dapat you will teach the person how to catch the fish dili kay tagaanan mo siya dayon og isda kay after ana gutomon na gyapon siya kay di man siya kabaw mangisda something like that kay kitang tanan nga mga tao lumalabay rata so what if that person nga gisaligan nimo mawaan ning kalibutan na what will you do o di ba something like that ba maghinuklog ta sa among kinabuhi and also sa gingon ni Rafika whenever nga nagkalisod ka seek for help di ba we are here Carl is always here Sir Franz is always here. I am here. Now I can help in my little ways that I could. And stop being lazy. Kini jud sa atong pagatapulan. Tapulan sa balay, sa sugoon, tapulan paghapon sa klase. Tapulan na lang jud no. Ana ra jud ta dili tapulan anang kuan kanang unsa tawag ana Carl? Kanang atong pagamarupok, dili ta tapulan ana. Kay kanunay jud balik-balik the same track. And also sabton dili ra kay if you don't understand the instruction read it again and again and again saro na jud pud ubi masabtan no maabot ra jud ang point na man jud times nga ma-loading tag pinakalet pero maabot jud ang point nga masabtan na jud pud oy if you are feeling pressured or stressed pahuway sa gamay then balik na pod kana bang na-refresh na gamay ang imong hunakuna and I would also like to share sa giingon ni Rafika no nga if there is a rainbow after the rain surely there is success after the pain. Makabot ra nato na balang araw. So dapat kanang dili ta mo bitaw sa mga pangarap no sa ato ang kinabuhi. And to Ate Darrell, I really understand no na kanang kuan there is burdens and difficulties with learning considering the signals, the connections that I'm really hoping that the teacher will also understand as they too are having a hard time with their signals. Na ako'y nahibawan nga teacher nga nagkalisod siya signal but still she is finding her own way para makapasignal and makasend og tutorial sa iyang lesson. So, I really commend the mga teachers nga very considerate gyud sa signals and let's just try to approach our teachers. I know nga masinabtanon sad sila because they too are struggling. So, ana ra jud magkasinabtanay lang jud ang tanan diri. Laban lang.
Laban lang yun.
Laban.
So,
and
laban guys.
that was it?
That was the brave spirited people na wala nagduha-duha ni subag sa among pangutana and we salute you guys so much and we look up high on you and I hope so para sa ato mga estudyante nakuhaan ninyo sila og pagtulunan, understanding, and knowledge. At the same time, sa mga kauban ako sa buhat diha, ato pod timbang-timbangon ang sitwasyon sa pagkakaroon. We are the driver, we are the captain of the ship when it comes to the learning. And therefore, it is our responsibility. Are we going to sail on the rough seas? Or are we going to bring our students on the smooth sailing way? So, naara na sa atong mga kamot. And let me borrow the BDO line.
We find ways.
As teachers, we find ways. Kamu po estudyante, you also try to find your own ways. Okay? It should be a shared burden. Dili lang kami, the teacher, or dili lang inyohan na estudyante. It should be a shared burden. Di ba, guys?
Yes.
Sir. So kailangan jud nga magsinabta na ilang ta kay dili man nga ang estudyante rang gilisod pati man ang mga teachers diba sir naglisod and nag-adjust. And also going back sa mga statements nila earlier, ang ako yung giganahan nga part ani kay katong statement ni Kenneth Paluga nga ano, learning is not just knowledge acquisition but knowledge generation. Kay as far as I remember po pag senior high school nako, ang teacher sa philosophy kay mo po nagitudlo na mo nga dili daw nato matawag nga learning ang usa ka butang if kanang imong gibasa ba ka or na dawat information is dili nimo apply sa real life bitaw, it would be useless or senseless. So dili na siya learning. So if pangutanon ka unsa imong na-learn or unsa imong learning during this topic, on this topic or on this discussion, ang imo jong itubag kay ang syempre imo sang i-answer ang factual things, then later on imo na siyang i-connect sa real life nimo og magamit ba siya nimo or dili or unsa nimo paggamit or pag-apply ana nga topic or idea in real life.
Tinuod jud. And also isigway na kano proud BPI member kayo. Charot. Sa giingon na if video we can find ways sa BPI make the best things happen. Best meaning let's not settle for less. We only have one life, di ba?
Yeah.
So sa giingon pa our purpose is to embrace life at its fullest. So let's also make the best things happen para at the end we will not regret. Let's not wait for the end to regret also, no? Samtang bata pata, let's learn. Let's learn. Mao junay. And every time you are feeling tired, go back to your purpose. Why are you here? Why are you doing this? No, laban lang. Dili man ang pag-quit or pagputol sa atong life ang solusyon para makalingkawas ta sa problema. Natural naman ang mga problema, pero laban na dyan. Let's have faith in God and let's trust ourselves. We can overcome all of this.
Ngayon pa, diri sa comment, guys, let's also adapt ko no, the tagline of BPI, ready today, ready tomorrow. And the tagline of Metrobank, you're in good hands.
Yeah, you're in good hands with Townhall Talk.
Yes, guys. And to wrap up these things out, we should live along with this virus. We should learn to live. That makatunta, mabuhi, na naani siya. Dili ta mo tagya, pero magamping ta sa atong kagalingon, pero dili pwede mo hunong ang atong kinabuhi. Kinahanglan magpadayon.
Yes, very well said. And that was really a productive episode for all of us. Congratulations, to all of us. And let's thank ourselves.
Of course, we would like to thank you guys for those who have been supporting us from the first day until this day. Let's plug in. We will be having a special episode. We are cooking something good. And I hope so maging okay now. We will just announce it. It's a special episode. This should be our last episode for the semester, but then again, because of we need to there are things that matters sa naingon pa namo sa among opening. We have to discuss things that matters. So we will be creating a special episode, and we would like to count as well our faculty members. Ingon si Josie, we would like to see your talents.
Yeah.
So Josie and Carl will be communicating with you guys.
Yes.
And I hope so you're very open to share your talents. Pre-recorded na ha. It's not a live. And also we will be showing some outputs of our students as they roam around Bohol. They visited Bohol Bee Farm. They have visited Moadto Place and other tourist destination. We will be showing that to you. What has been the new normal setup for that? Okay? And atangin ninyo ang among special episode though this is our last episode, but we have prepared a very special episode for you all. And I hope so ma-ready ni namo. Salamat sa pakiguban ninyo kanamo.
Thank you so much, everyone. Till next time.
Yes, thank you sa tanang mga participants sad. And good luck sa atong mga viewers. So, kung kinsa man ang madaog, congratulations in advance.
Yes, before anything else, before we formally close this one, I'd also like to express my gratitude sa mga students nga akong gi-approach nga wa nagduha-duha to answer and to accept my challenge nga mutubag sa ato ang pangutana karon. Daghan kayong salamat. You really know who you are. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts, and to the entertainers, daghan kayong salamat.
And so, it's time for us to end.
Yeah, see you. Sa mga winners, we will just message you right away.
Information leads to transformation. If you are not inspired by being informed, you will expire by becoming deformed. This is Carl, and see you in our next episode.
Ayaw itugot na mawala ang imong pangandoy tungod sa krisis. Ipadayon ang imong pagkaton o pag-ampo. Daghang salamat sa inyong pakig-uban kanamo. Kini si Josie.
Sa pinakamadilim na panahon sa ating buhay, doon natin kailangan mag-focus para makita ang liwanag. We must learn to live while there is COVID-19. And at the same time, we must learn to build back our life safely. And this is
Townhall Talk 2020.